Okay, so this is a tutorial on cashing out a flip simulation from Houdini. Okay, so you need to go onto your, when you have your sim set up and you've done flip books and you're happy with the sim, you need to go into your fluid tank fluid node, or it should be maybe particle fluid tank or something like that, but it should look something like this, fluid tank fluid. You then go onto this network, then when you see import fluid tank here, this node right at the top, and you see ship name, $, BGO. Okay, so next, this is where you're going to set the cache from. So you just hit tab and create a ROP output driver. Okay, then connect the import fluid tank node to the ROP geometry, just like that. Okay, so then all you do is you go on the output file and you just select this here and choose where you want to put the cache app. So we'll just put it in here. We'll just call it core fluid cache. Okay, then this is very important. You need to put an underscore, then $, then F, capital F. If you don't put the $sign and the capital F in, it won't cache out this sequence. It'll only cache out one single frame. Okay, so once the $sign and the F's in, then you need to do .bgo. Okay, then accept, and then for some reason it says, because you're using a ROP driver, it says render rather than cache. So you choose the frame range you want to cache. So I'll just cache from 1 to 50 for this tutorial, and then basically just hit render, which means cache. This will come up and say that it's what frame it's on, what it's doing, and then we just wait for that to finish. Shouldn't take too long. This is only a low res, like 500,000 particle sim. Okay, that took about 10 minutes to write out. That's just 50 frames. Now we're just going to go into a new scene. Just turn the grid back on. And so we're going to re-import the BGO cache we've just outputted by the ROP driver. So just create a file up here, and then go into our cache. And you'll see that when you're browsing it, it appears as one file. It says 1 to 50 from the frame range, and then the size is 1.51 gig. That's what it looks like inside Houdini. However, if you go in the actual cache folder itself, you see it's actually split up into individual frames, like a real flow cache would be, or a PRT cache. But in Houdini, obviously, it recognises it as its native BGO format and just combines it into one file. So that's just something to be aware of. So then we accept that in. We just place where we want it, and we have the 50 frames of the sim we've just cached out. Okay, so next part is going to be on doing the meshing via VDB. So I'll see you next time. Just to add, this is the old way of doing fluid meshing. This is before VDB came out. This is Houdini's original fluid mesher. You'd obviously get your, I'm just on the same node, you just go onto your BGO import, and if you just add a particle fluid surface node, you can see, just using the default settings, you add it, you can see it's calculating down here, and that would be your, the basic way of doing fluid meshing. However, now everything's evolved with DreamWorks' VDB format.